In Arizona, the commission of criminal and civil moving violations results in the assessment of points against the driver's Arizona driver's license or privilege to drive. In this video, I will talk about the consequences of the assessment of points. Moving violations, as I say, result in the assessment of points. For example, a conviction for aggressive driving, DUI, racing, or reckless driving results in the assessment of 8 points. Leaving the scene of an accident is a 6-point violation. Offenses which otherwise would be minor offenses, such as failure to yield at an intersection or failure to control speed, if the case involves a death, result in the assessment of 6 points. If there is a serious injury, then it is a 4-point violation. The various speed offenses, such as failure to control speed, excessive speed, failure to avoid a collision, result in the assessment of 3 points. A gore-point violation is also a 3-point violation. All other moving violations are 2-point violations. Non-moving violations, such as no proof of insurance or no current registration, do not result in the assessment of points. In order for points to be assessed, the violation has to be one under state law, not under city code. For example, squealing tires is a violation under the Phoenix City Code. If someone is found responsible of that, it does not result in the assessment of any points because it's a violation of the city code and not under state law. A driver can be ordered to attend traffic survival school for 2 reasons. The first of which is they have accumulated 8 to 12 points within a 12-month time period. The second reason is they have committed a red light violation, and that alone will trigger an assignment to traffic survival school. Now, traffic survival school, or TSS, must be attended in person. If a driver does not attend TSS when ordered to do so, then their driver's license or privilege to drive is suspended for 6 months for points. At any point during this type of a point suspension, the driver can end the suspension by attending TSS. 13 to 17 points within a 12-month time period result in a 3-month point suspension. The assessment of 18 to 23 points within a 12-month time period result in a 6-month suspension. The assessment of 24 points within a 36-month time period, 3 years, results in a 1-year point suspension. Now, a driver can get a point suspension after having attended traffic survival school. The reason for that is if within a year of attending a traffic survival school, a driver receives the assessment of any points, or within a 24-month time period after having attended school receive 8 points, then they get a 3-month point suspension. Restricted licenses are not available for point suspensions. Now, TSS, or Traffic Survival School, should not be confused with another program known as Defensive Driving Program, or DDP. DDP is a program which a person can do. In fact, you can do this one online as opposed to TSS, which you have to attend in person. DDP is a program which the person does it. It avoids the assessment of any points against their driver's record. Now, DDP can be done for a single civil traffic infraction once within a 24-month time period. So, for example, if a driver has received a citation with 2 civil charges, one failure to control speed and another failure to drive in 1 lane, they can only do DDP for one of the violations and have that one not result in the assessment of points. Now, a driver can do a DDP as a matter of right for a civil offense, such as I say, speed not reasonable and prudent. However, with permission of a court, a driver can do it for criminal speeding or excessive speeding, but that has to be with permission of the court. Now, for my clients who have been ordered to attend TSS, most commonly for a driving under the influence or a reckless driving conviction, what I tell them is that if they receive any moving violations in the year after doing the traffic survival school, they will get 3-month suspension for points, no driving at all. I therefore tell them that if they do get a citation for a civil moving infraction, they should do DDP, and the fact that they have done traffic survival school does not preclude them from doing DDP as long as they haven't done DDP within the 24 months prior to when they receive the citation. If they don't do it and then they get the points assessed against their record, it will be a 3-month point suspension, no driving at all. Lastly, a point suspension does not end until the reinstatement fee is also paid. Simply having the time period for the suspension to expire does not end the suspension. You must also pay the reinstatement fee.